Okay, good morning. This is the actual information about Oakley Carlson, and this is the story. This article was written on December the 14th, 2021 by Jerry Lambay, however you pronounce it. And it goes like this. Sister of missing 5-year-old girl told school principal's daughter Oakley is no more. She said she had been eaten by wolves. Law enforcement authorities in Washington on Monday called off the search for Oakley Carlson, a 5-year-old girl who was reported missing on December the 6th but was last seen alive February the 10th. Authorities say they thoroughly combed more than 300 acres of land area surrounding the parents' home and have yet to find the child or evidence of her remains. The end of the search for now comes amid reports that Oakley's 6-year-old sister made a series of disturbing claims that appeared to increasingly cast suspicion on her parents. Jordan Bowers and Andrew Carlson, a Seattle Fox affiliate KCPQ reported. Bowers and Carlson have already been arrested and charged with second-degree child abandonment for allegedly withholding medication from Oakley's 6-year-old sister for as long as 15 months. They are currently being held in the Gray Harbors County Jail on a $150,000 bond. They were originally taken into custody on suspicion of manslaughter, according to the KCPQ. Grays Harbor County Undersheriff Brad Johansson said on Monday that search crews have done everything they could, but he promised that investigators would still actively pursue the case. If there's burn piles, we're going to go through the burn piles. If there are any fresh dirt, we're going to look in the fresh dirt. Any crawl spaces, enclosed spaces, we're checking everything we can possibly do, Johansson said in an interview with Seattle CBS affiliate. The search at the residence is complete and she was not located. Detectives are still actively investigating this case. There are no searches underway at this point. The search for young Oakley began when the principal of the Oakville School District called the police and requested a welfare check on the child's home. The principal reportedly told investigators that Oakley had not been to school for a long time and that every time she tried to check on the girl's well-being, her parents were armed with a different excuse. Even more worrying, Oakley's older sister had allegedly made several comments to the principal that worried her a great deal. Just days before the announced end of the search for Oakley, court documents were released appearing to show that Oakley's older sister believes her sibling is unalive. While at a sleepover with the principal's daughter and the principal, Oakley's sister allegedly said that Oakley is no more and there is no Oakley, according to an affidavit obtained. During the subsequent interview with a child advocate, Oakley's sister allegedly said that the mother had told her not to talk about Oakley with anyone. The girl also allegedly told the child advocate that Oakley had gone out into the woods and had been eaten by wolves. Authorities say they are pessimistic about the chances of finding Oakley alive, with Johansson last week saying that the likelihood is not very good at this point. Johansson reasoned that Oakley's age and the length of time she's been missing are particularly worrisome. Bowers and Carlson had reportedly claimed the last time they saw Oakley alive was November 30th, but investigators have not been able to uncover any evidence that she was alive after the family was displaced by the fire in their home on November the 6th. Shockingly, Oakley's grandparents reportedly told police they haven't seen the girl since December 2020. Johansson told several news outlets that the parents may face manslaughter charges regardless of whether Oakley's body is found. Bowers and Carlson are currently scheduled to appear in Gray Harbors County District Court on the abandonment charges on December the 30th. Authorities ask anyone with any information on this case to contact detectives at 360-533-8765. I was looking into some stuff this morning and ran across this about her mother. It says, and I know this is a few months old, or actually, no, this was put out just the 16th of this month of this year. So I apologize about that. It says, mother of missing 5-year-old released from prison 1 minute, then arrested again the next. Gig Harbor, Washington. Jordan Bowers, the mother of missing 5-year-old girl Oakley Carlson, was arrested for identity theft and fraud minutes after being released from prison on Sunday. According to the Grays Harbor Sheriff's Office in Washington State, deputies said Bowers was released from the Washington Correction Center for Women in Gig Harbor after serving her sentence for endangering two of her other children with drugs. Oakley's father, Andrew Carlson, was sentenced to 12 months in late March after pleading guilty to 2 counts of child endangerment with a controlled substance. Oakley Carlson was last seen in February 2021 when she was 5 years old. Detectives have said Oakley's parents have not been cooperative with investigators. On Sunday, the sheriff's office said it had submitted an investigation to Grays Harbor Prosecuting Attorney's Office for identity theft and fraud, and prosecutors file criminal charges. Arrest warrants were issued for 3 counts of first-degree identity theft and 1 count of second-degree identity theft, both felonies according to GHSO. Detectives arrested Bowers upon her release from prison, and she was booked into Gray Harbor's County Jail. Gray Harbor's Sheriff's Department said. Now, that's an update on the mom. And then I thought, well, we needed to give an update on the dad and find out where he's at now. But evidently not too much has happened with him since the last time I did a video on him, or an update, back when shortly after he was released last year. But I'm going to read both of them to you. It says, Dad of still missing 5-year-old freed in case involving his other kids. The father of a still missing 5-year-old girl was released early from jail in case involving his other children in Washington, authorities said. Andrew Carlson, 37, had pleaded guilty to 2 counts of child endangerment with a controlled substance in March and was sentenced to 1 year in jail on March 28th. But he was freed on Wednesday, August the 3rd, several months early, according to the jail record. Carlson's case was prompted by a welfare check for his 5-year-old daughter, Oakley Carlson. Police in Oakville discovered Oakley had not been seen by anyone in a year, including her father and mother, Jordan Bowers. The couple then reported their daughter missing after police questioned them about her whereabouts, according to a criminal complaint. Authorities searched for the child but could not find her, and Carlson and Bowers gave police information about Oakley that was quickly proven to be false and misleading, the complaint says. And then, of course, just a little while after he was released from jail, then they do another article on him because he has to be in court again and don't show up. It says Grays Harbor County Judge issues a warrant for the father of missing girl Oakley Carlson. Andrew Carlson, the biological father of missing 5-year-old girl Oakley Carlson, was labeled a no-show in Grays Harbor County Superior Court on Monday, September the 12th, in Mendocino for his review hearing for an rearrangement. Carlson, who was released from jail on August 3rd, following an 8-month sentence after pleading guilty to felony charges of child endangerment, was due back in court to confirm he had obtained chemical dependency evaluation within 45 days of his initial release. However, when Judge Catherine L. Saboda, I can't pronounce that correctly, guys, called to begin Carlson's hearing, the courtroom remained silent. When Saboda requested information about his no-show from Carlson's defense attorney, Jonathan Festi, he couldn't confirm the whereabouts of his client. I wrote to Mr. Carlson that such a hearing would occur on this date, and I advised him to contact me as soon as possible, said Festi during the hearing. Festi noted he also attempted multiple times to contact Carlson via phone but was unable to establish communication. After being asked to present any information, prosecuting attorney Jason Walker revealed he had potential sources of Carlson's location. I've heard the second or third hand that he went to a treatment facility in eastern Washington. I don't have any way to know if he is out or not, Walker said. Savodi requested if there was a way that Walker could provide verification that Carlson had been registered in the facility, but was told that there was nothing he could produce at the moment. Following the brief information from both attorneys, Savodi issued a bench warrant for Carlson with a bail set at $25,000. If he is in treatment and that can be verified when you can bring it back to the court, Savodi said, although Festi declined to comment to the Daily World on whether he had spoken to Carlson since his August 3rd release date. He openly acknowledged that he had no idea where Carlson could be other than he didn't come to his court date. He also said if verification can be obtained that Carlson is in treatment, then that should appease the court. Until then, the bench warrant will remain in place. When he has a bench warrant, the officers will be aware. If we see him, we'll take him in and bring him to court, Festi said. Oakley's biological parents, Jordan Bowers and Andrew Carlson, claimed they last saw her on November the 30th, 2021, but the last time detectives with the Gray Harbor County Sheriff's Office can definitely confirm Oakley was seen alive was 9 months prior on February the 10th, 2021. Oakley's biological parents have not cooperated with the investigation into Oakley's disappearance or the efforts to find her. Both were convicted on unrelated child endangerment concerning their other children earlier this year. And that's the accurate information on Oakley, guys. As of this month, she has been gone for 2 years since the last time she was actually seen by human eyes and know that she was okay. So please share her picture, share her information. Again, there is a possibility that she was sold, that she was traded. Who knows? But we have to keep looking. We just have to keep looking, guys.